Today is the day where we take a look at the ROSEWILL MAGNETAR, and that is a case. It's a medium case. Well, it is a medium case, and you can have a mini ITX, a micro ATX, and normal standard ATX. Any more ATX is not going to fit in there, and yeah, we're going to just do a review about it and let you know. Yeah, it's brand new, so why not? As you can see, we've got the lovely ROSEWILL MAGNETAR case, and yes, it's for mini, medium sort of case. Well, motherboard, so mini ITX, micro ATX, and normal standard ATX. No bigger in the motherboard department will fit in this case. Let's talk about the aesthetics. So first of all, didn't like what I looked at on the website. It looks kind of like, oh, don't like it. And on the box I didn't like it, but as I got it out the box, well, as you got it out the box, it actually does look really nice. It is pretty cool. It's got this sort of, whoa, nearly fell off the table. It's got this sort of mesh, well, it is a mesh looking style. It's plastic, steel and metal. I don't know if it's mixed with aluminium or anything like that. Weighs quite a bit, but it's not like really, really heavy. But anyway, on the front it looks really nice. Got the ROSEWILL logo there, or emblem. Looks embroidered, sticking out and stuff. Looks quite sharp. On the top here, it's got a nice clicky power button. Feels quite robust. So you've got RGB, not RGB, you've got LED lights that indicate whether you've got something's happening with however you connect to the motherboard. Also an LED connector light that's obviously tell you that the computer's on. You've got a reset button. And that feels clicky and robust. I think this is going to be quite a good case actually, thinking about it, just looking at it. And on the back, you got 120mm fan that doesn't do anything, and I don't know what that cable's in there, but the cable's a 3-pin on the back there. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 expansion slots. It's got thumb screws. They're not captive screws, they're just normal grippy screws with a black sort of feel to it, texture. Screws in alright. Got your I/O bracket on the back there, and then your power supply cart where you can cut your repeat screws in. What we could do, we can take this off like so. Wow, was that not sexy? You can't see me. I'm like John Cena. Ha! You can't see me. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take this side off again. Voila. Window looks pretty alright actually. I like it. You've got two LED blue lights on the front, which are fans, and this is inside. So it's a 120mm fans, and that's in the front here. So that's pretty awesome that they've included that. So these run on Molex, and they're also 3-pin, so they're DC, so there's not PWM, so you ain't gonna be able to control the fans as well as you want with the fan curves. But you can put a nice power supply in the bottom down there. It also has a filter that I can't, why can I not get to the filter? Push down, get your thumb down, and then you've got a little filter. This little wired filter, filter. So you can just clean it really easy, rinse it off, and it's done. This is saying that you can use it for water cooling. You can take this off and then put a 360 in the front here, which is definitely obvious. And then you lose the 5.25-inch bay. You've got a nice cutout as well on the side. So I'll take the thumb screws at the back here. Right, so we've got a nice cutout. So you can definitely stick your water cooling if you're doing custom water cooling. As you can see, it's got some standoffs already. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 standoffs. Got some cutouts, but we haven't got any rubber grommets as well, so it could be a bit awkward for the cables, but I suppose you can get around that, it's not too bad. Got some rubber feet at the bottom as well for the power supply, and that's right underneath here. And then also on the side here, you got 2 bits which you got Phillips screws, which you can put solid state drives in there, 2.5-inch. So 2 on that side there. And also on here, you got normal screws, so no thumb screws or anything like that. And you can take the expansion brackets out. And on the back here, you've got room for another SSD, and then you've got a mechanical hard drive, so you've got 2 for room for there. So that's not too bad. You've got a bit of cable management, and it's covered up. So let me have a look. So if I had this as a motherboard inside here, would I be able to get my cables all nicely routed? So I've got a motherboard here, and this is a small motherboard. If I remember right, this is a micro ATX motherboard. So as you can see, when I get over here, I've got a few bits here and there. If I put this micro ATX where it should be, which would be right here, so you can see that there's plenty of space to route through the cables, like a 24 pin. EPS connector is at the top in the hole, which is nice. You can definitely drag your fan cables through the back there and route them through the top, maybe come through the top here and on the cables and that. At the bottom here, you got, like, if you had the cables and you want to plug them in, it's going to be pretty obvious and being seen as well, so it's going to look a bit of a cable mess. So I'll get rid of that motherboard for 1 second, and then we'll go to a standard size ATX motherboard, and I'll plug this in. As you can see, no routing for the holes, they've been covered up. But you've got these holes still here. This is a normal standard ATX motherboard. Slightly, well, this is normal ATX. This is like half the size near enough, or 3/4, whatever. But that would be covered here, and then you have the cables coming from there. But as you can see, what a normal motherboard would look like, a smaller motherboard I should say, it would fit, but you wouldn't be able to wrap the cables underneath. You'd have to put them through here. But look at that big square hole. Get all your cables going through. But if you're not using that many cables, it's going to look a bit awkward. But other than that, so that's that motherboard there. So if you have water cooling, I'm going to need an assistant for this one, I reckon. Anyway, the power supply goes here. And this is a 750 watt power supply, standard size. You get plenty of room, route the cables through, get the EPS connector and all that. It can make it look really tidy and stuff like that. You can definitely put a 360 rad in here. And you've got probably clearance of about 5 centimeters from the bottom, so you could have it up a little bit, or you could turn it around and have it, but obviously it'd be to the front, and you have to take this off, and it gives you more space. Yeah, so this is what the water cooling would look like if it was in there, a 240. This is a custom water cooling like loop which I made, and yeah, it just shows that it's got enough room, and then I actually think it would be all right. You probably have to draw the pump down, but who knows. Right, so I'm just going to go to the back of the actual case itself and take out the little screws, and you can have a look at the back as well. Oh, okay, well it's pretty simple. So you've got a buzzer and you've got all the screws that you need, a couple of standoffs, obviously the standoffs are in there, and a couple of cable ties and one big bag. You do get your instructions right here, and it's only in one language, which is obviously English and American. It's all pretty straightforward, pretty explanatory, but I'm gonna, oh, I didn't realise on the back there you've got, well, you've got 5 different ways. So you've got 5 ways which you can move the fan up and down. So I'm guessing if you want to put a 120mm rad on the back, you could do. But obviously there is no way that you're going to be able to put a 120. 120 on the, you can put a 120 on the back, but you can't put a 240, a 360, a 280 on the top, because there's no air for the top, which is a bit weird because it's got nice airflow, it looks like, from the front. Yes, it's got nice little airflow from the front, and it's got filter, and it also got nice nice honeycomb air, like duct holes. They're kind of bigger than what they normally are. Obviously you've got your expansion slots and a little filter for the actual power supply, but there's no real holes anywhere else, which is a bit weird. It's got a decent like finger width for your cables and stuff, but let's take this off real quick. I'm going to try and take it off anyway. Well, it's going to be a bit of a mission, so when I get it off I'll be happy. There we go. Raw. That's hardcore. So basically you got like a hand bit there and you pull it, but I'm telling you, you got to be careful when you're pulling it because the cables are attached to it onto the PCB board, so that makes it kind of dangerous. But anyway, I don't know why there's I don't like this filter. It looks a bit crappy to me. The filter's not very good. It's a bit awkward and stuff like that. It's got a plastic like bridge that holding the actual front with. But at least the cables did not come out of joint and stuff. But they look like they're decent. They look alright. But yeah, this is all really awkward. Like these all... Oh... Nah, that would do my head in. That's the only thing I don't like about that at the moment. But anyway, you got like on the front, you've got two 5.25 inch. Well, say for CD and DVD drive. I don't know why you got two though, because you only got one on the front there. So I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's got two on the front. And that is it really, other than you can slot up and down if you've got 280 or 120 or a 240 on the front. You can muck about and move it up and down. Actually, I don't think you can get a 280 on there. Yeah, you can get a 280 on there. A 280 and a 360. Yeah. Okay, well, that's the end of the review of the ROSEWILL Magnetar. Or was it Yeah, it is, Magnetar. Right, put this all back on. And if you liked this video and you thought it was helpful, don't forget to like the video if you liked it, subscribe, share, share the video and all that. Check out the comment section down below if you want to ask me any comments about this case and what you could do with it and stuff like that. Because technically, yeah, ROSEWILL make alright cases, but I've seen more attractive cases from ROSEWILL, and it would be nice if they had PWM fans, but I don't know, the price point, I guess it's quite decent, and it's still rocking the old school if you want to, but it looks quite robust. I would use this more as of a server case, to be honest with you, a nice server case. But yeah, anyway, if you liked it, like it, dislike it if you disliked it, comment down below, share the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching this review of the ROSEWILL Magnetar case. See you later.